Hey guys, Rachel with REI Blueprint. I just wrapped up an incredible coaching call with two of my students, and I wanted to share this with everybody. They have a great business, but through our one-on-one coaching calls, we identified that they were missing out on some deals because they did not have a follow-up system and process. So this is a follow-up system for the homeowners that you talk to that tell you no, whether it's no on the phone call or no when you get to the homeowner appointment. A lot of people say no because the timing is not right. And so that initial no, that second no really just means no, not right now. And if you don't have a follow-up system in place and are consistently working that, you're missing out on a lot of deals. We've really been tracking this in our business and in a lot of our coaching students' businesses. And the number that we're seeing is 60%. 60% of the deals closed are coming from homeowners who said no the very first time. So if you don't have this follow-up system in place, you're missing out on a lot of deals. If you had a goal to close 10 deals, if you put and implement a follow-up system in your business, you're talking about closing 6 more deals that year than what you would have. 60% is a lot to lose out on. And so what we did was go through all of the common objections that you get from people. And, some of those are, we're going to list with a realtor. We need more time. We need to clean the house out. We need to, we want to rehab it. We're going to actually keep it and rent it. And so through follow-up, we're able to keep the lines of communication open with them and show them how selling the house to us is really their best option. And so I want to get right into the follow-up plan. And so for everyone that says no to you the first time, they have to go into some kind of follow-up system. And so for these coaching students, this is a system that their acquisitions manager, so this is the person who's going out and actually looking at the property, or it could be your person who is talking to your homeowners, but they also have an outbound caller. So we designed 2, one for the outbound caller who's told no, and one for the acquisition manager that's told no. And you can go through those objections and kind of do your own timeline on that, but we give people more time than what they really need because we don't want to come off as if we're bothering them or if we're nagging them. But I can tell you that if you don't stay in front of them, someone else who's working a follow-up system is going to get to them, get the contract signed, and close that deal. And it's a deal that you missed out on that you could have had you set up a follow-up system. And so the rule that we put in place for them is that every single person that they reach out to that tells them no must be followed up every 4 to 7 days. 4 to 7 days is the follow-up. Now, I'm not saying you're going to get on the phone and call them every 4 to 7 days. They're going to follow the blueprint and use the multi-touches that we teach. So it might be a phone call for some of them. Some of them it might be a voice blast. Some of them might be an email or social media message being sent out to them. But that follow-up plan, having that in your business is crucial. And so I wanted to do this video because I think a lot of us probably have a whole lot of leads from the last 6 months of people who told us no that we could go back, review, and make a call to all of them, see where they're at. Unless you verify that house has been sold on the MLS, they still have a property and they still need a buyer for it. So take a look at your leads, set up a follow-up system, and don't make it every 2 weeks. Don't make it every 30 days. Every 4 to 7 days, they need to hear from you. And again, like I said, it doesn't have to be a phone call, but you need to be touching them in some way to keep yourself in front of them. So when the timing is right, you are the first person that they think of. And depending on the objection, use those follow-ups as a way to educate them as to why now is the best time to sell. So if they say something like, well, we really need to get the house cleaned out. Talk to them about how as we as investors walk through a lot of homes that aren't cleaned out. That's a timely thing, especially if they're not local to the property or they don't have people to help them get it cleaned out. show them how they can just get out what they need, and we'll take care of the rest. If they want to list it on the MLS, get over to the property. A lot of these homes are in need of repair, and it's not something that an end traditional buyer is going to buy, because they may not, some of the repairs are so extreme that they couldn't get financing for them. And some of them, it's going to scare away an end buyer. And as investors, that is our obligation to educate them on how real estate actually works. They're not familiar with the ins and outs of it. So take a look at your old leads, get on the phone, make some phone calls, blast out some emails, do a voice blast, do whatever you need to do, but I guarantee you'll pull some deals out of there. So I hope this was helpful. Talk to you guys soon.